Hey guys, let's edit our speech. This is vocal one. I'm just going to take a moment and double click in my name. When I double click in there, I can rename this. There we go. So I'm just going to give it a name that makes sense to me, something short. Oftentimes throughout this course, you're going to get track names that are way too long. Get used to naming it something that's important to you. Now, I am going to zoom out using R and see what this is, and I'm going to just start to listen to it. Return, that's the enter button. Just return gets you back to the beginning. That's like zero return.
So now I drink iced
I'm going to hit space bar to start to play.
coffee with cream.
And I want to start to listen to it for mistakes, things that I have to start to edit. And you'll notice that it starts kind of abruptly.
So now I drink iced.
All right, well, if I zoom in on that and go right to the beginning, you'll see that there's a little bit for me to fix. So I'm just going to highlight that. I'm in the multi-tool, so I'm above the line. I'm not down here. I can only move it left and right. If I'm above the line, I'm going to pick a spot and drag to the left, and I'm going to delete. Now I can grab the top and just pull that over a little bit. If I grab the whole thing and slide it to the left, I am now done with a little bit of a fade in. And if I hit return, that's going to start me at the beginning, and listen carefully.
So now I drink
There we go. No real abrupt beginning.
iced coffee with cream. That's all I changed it to. I'm tired of saying milk. That's all. They kept giving me milk with ice. So I was like, I'm gonna say cream, you know? They can't do cream with ice. That's against the law. So I'll get rid of the one problem that I had. And I've only been drinking coffee for maybe
Okay. And you can see that I've heard this, so I know that my first edit is going to be up here at about the 29-second mark. I can see 29 seconds right there. So let me zoom in to right here, and now you and I are going to listen to this carefully.
you know,
All right. So
what kind of cream? I'm like, just please do it. Just do it.
all right, so some guy has put a little gap in there for you to edit out. So how am I going to do that? First of all, I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. I'm going to go to jumbo. Then I'm going to click right inside there, and I'm going to go to T to go telephoto, so I can, like T for zooming in. And now I've got something a little bit more. By the way, if I want to zoom left and right, I can hold shift on the computer and scroll with my mouse. And now I can get in. I don't have to go down here to that little thing that slows me down. We have to speed up the workflow, make it nice and simple. And again, make sure that you're on slip. Make sure you're on slip up here. All right, if you're on grid, it's going to go chunk by chunk. That's not going to be very nice. Let's go slip. Where did my edit go? Oh, 3 seconds. There we go. Oh, I passed it. There we go. Brian. I've got too many zooms going on here. I want to make it. There we go. So I'm going to just zoom in. I'm going to create a little spot right there. And I'm going to highlight that above the line, so I'm not down below the line. And I'm going to delete that section. And now I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. And I can I can go on the line and have the trim tool pull me back just a little bit there. Shift and scroll to get me over to here. And something like that. I'm going to hit R and zoom back out. And I'm just going to bring this over until it touches. And now I'm going to hit T and I'm going to zoom right back in. How am I doing? Well, I'm not quite there. I have a little gap, little empty gap. zoom in again. There we go. And now I can bring this over and just, even if I overlap it a little bit, that's okay. I'm going to zoom back out, but now I want to take, I don't want any sharp edges. On any edit, you have to crossfade. You will hear, people will hear that little click. So anytime we make an edit, grab that bottom and drag it. I'm going to undo. And there's another way that we can do this. I can drag over this whole section and just simply hit the letter F. And look what it did. It made a crossfade for me. We're going to do that a couple of times coming up in the future. So I'll show you again. So I can drag this over, pull a section, just highlight it and hit the letter F. And that'll make a fade for me. So I don't have to grab that square. If for some reason that square is not working, just drag it and make the F. And now you have to come over and listen. Spacebar. Did you hear a click? Whoa, that went fast. I'm going to zoom out. Back up, zoom out. Where was it? Right there. Right here. I don't hear a click. That's a good edit. Now I'm going to zoom out some more.
Just do it. You know, sometimes they're like, you want heavy?
Perfect. We have a good edit. I'm going to hit Command S to save.
Cream or half and half, and I'll go, I'm sorry, I'm not taking questions right now, so.
And I'll do one more. So I'm just going to click in the middle, zoom in. Oops, that's zoom out. Highlight a section, hit delete. Put my cursor right there. And zoom in. Trim that back. Zoom in a little bit more. There it is. And you might say, Muth, you cut a little bit of the sound form, the waveform off. That's okay. Because we're going to crossfade that, and we're just talking about, we don't want a gap. We'd rather cut a little bit of the waveform off rather than have some empty space. T zooms in. And let me zoom in again. Where am I? There I am. Zoom out. Grab that and pull it over. I'm going to zoom in and get me somewhere right there. Somewhere there, and now I will just undo, draw a line, hit an F, and zoom out, and let's listen to it. Whoa, I'm going to zoom out even more so I can hear.
So, if...
Perfect. 2 edits done. Command S will save. Command on your Windows computer, on a Windows keyboard, is the Windows button. Windows is your command button. And continue on. Make sure that at the very beginning, you've sloped that on the way in. On the end, you've sloped that on your way out. There's F is a fade. The letter D and the letter G, let me show you at the very end here. Whoa, I'm just going to zoom out so I don't have to go through the whole. So there we go. If I scroll this out like that, I can do a quick big fade. Wherever you place your cursor, I can simply hit the letter G and it will fade out from there. If I do the same thing at the beginning, wherever I put my cursor, if I hit the letter D, it'll fade in from there. So that's a little bit weird. That's probably a big fade.
So now I drink iced coffee with cream.
Not too bad. Probably a bit abrupt.
I drink ice. So now I drink iced coffee with.
I like it. It's actually not too bad. And that's the way we do it. Go to it, guys.